systems which have been created by society, which are deliberately designed to enslave. In the movie, the matrix were used for our body heat, but here in this matrix were used for our efforts and our energies. And you're existing inside of a system which is deliberately rigged to make the rich richer and for the poor to stay poor.
Top G, people wanna come and minus me. Everybody look at me, I'm a G. Why you mad at me? Cause I'm a G. Yeah, top G, people wanna come and minus me. Everybody look at me, I'm a G. Why you mad at me? Cause I'm a G. Yeah, top G's only. Too many phonies, masculine homies. Females acting like they are holy. Ends up being lonely. No time for game, weightlifting games, betting some flame. Too many names, breaking their chains. Me busy switching lanes. Top G, people wanna come and minus me. Everybody look at me, I'm a G. Why you mad at me? Cause I'm a G. Yeah, top G, people wanna come and minus me. Everybody look at me, I'm a G. Why you mad at me? Cause I'm a G. Your mind must be stronger than your feelings. People betray, even if they're reeling. Stay away from the demons, life has a meaning. No use in repeating, yeah. People don't like it when I keep it going. My rap is the best and I keep it flowing. My social media keeps on growing. My looks I keep glowing. Top G, people wanna come and minus me. Everybody look at me, I'm a G. Why you mad at me? Cause I'm a G. Yeah, top G, people wanna come and minus me. Everybody look at me, I'm a G. Why you mad at me? Cause I'm a G. Top G, people wanna come and minus me. Everybody look at me, I'm a G. Why you mad at me? Cause I'm a G. Yeah, top G, people wanna come and minus me. Everybody look at me, I'm a G. Why you mad at me? Cause I'm a G.
Streets hum low, Johnny Scab healed lives from head to toe. With a heart of fire and a soul so grand, he became the chief of this rugged land. Old King Scab, Rasta Prince, Ganja Man, leading the people with a steady hand. A hero's tale born in the London rain. He lifts us up time and time again. From Kingston dreams to Brixton's fight, Johnny Scab shone, a beacon of light. In alleys dim where shadows fall, his voice of thunder will call us all. Old King Scab, Rasta Prince, Ganja Man, leading the people with a steady hand. A hero's tale born in the London rain. He lifts us up time and time again. In hand, he played the tune under moonlit skies or a blazing noon. His words of peace in a wild uproar reminded us of what we're fighting for. Oh, King Scab, Rasta Prince, Ganja Man, leading the people with a steady hand. A hero's tale born in the London rain. He lifts us up time and time again. From Kingston dreams to Brixton's fight, Johnny Scab shone, a beacon of light. In alleys dim where shadows fall, his voice of thunder will call us all. Old King Scab, Rasta Prince, Ganja Man, leading the people with a steady hand. A hero's tale born in the London rain. He lifts us up time and time again. a spliff in hand, he'd play the tune under moonlit skies or a blazing noon. His words of peace in a wild uproar reminded us of what we're fighting for. O King Scab, Rasta Prince, Ganja Man, leading the people with a steady hand. A hero's tale born in the London rain. He lifts us up time and time again.
Here's Johnny.
Hello, you beautiful lot. How you doing tonight?
Johnny Scab, he speaks the truth. Voice for the kids, no excuse. Scab legion, strong and loud. We're the misfits, we're the crowd. On the screen he shows the way. Screw the rules, we won't obey. World's gone mad, but we stand tall. Scab Cast fans will never fall. Rise up, Scab Nation. Johnny's voice of the frustration. Fuck wokeness, it's a fight. In the chaos, we're the light. Fuck. We're the light. On the screen, he shows the way. Screw the rules, we won't obey. World's gone mad, but we stand tall. Scab Cast fans will never fall. Rise up, Scab Nation. Johnny's voice of our frustration. Fuck wokeness, it's a fight. In the chaos, we're the light. Throw aside your fear and doubt. Let your inner fire shout. March together with belief. Johnny's words bring our relief. Rise up, Scab Nation. Johnny's voice of our frustration. Fuck wokeness, it's a fight. In the chaos, we're the light. Throw up. We won't go, we won't break. In Johnny's name we reawake. Scab Cast warriors unite. In this journey we ignite. We ignite. We're the light. We won't break. We won't break. We won't bow, we won't break. In Johnny's name we reawake. Scab Cast warriors unite. In this Johnny we light, ignite. We're the light. 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 We won't bow, we won't break. In Johnny's name, we reawake. Scab Cast warriors unite. In this Johnny, we ignite. Won't bow, we won't bow. We won't bow, we won't break. We won't bow, we won't break. In Johnny's name we reawake. Scab Cast warriors unite. In this Johnny we ignite. And ignite. We won't break.
Hello, you beautiful lot. How you doing tonight? I got my Budweiser. Out. Thank you for tuning in. It's what's the time here? It's 4:15 in the morning here in England. I got home from work. and I thought I'd do a little stream for you. Later on this evening, I've got a drill stream. I've got my very first drill stream with special guest Patrick Quinlan. And I chose the subject to drill. We are going to be drilling either existing. Hello, Adam. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. Hello, Adam Webber. Hello, Abu. And whoever else is watching out there. Yeah, we are going to be drawing, me and Patrick Quinlan. It's not his decision. I chose the subject. Either pre-existing or made up superheroes, but they have to. The twist is that they have to have some kind of disability. It's disabled superheroes. What do you think about that? That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? And you're all welcome to draw along at home. You haven't got to be an artist. You can draw along with Uncle Johnny and Uncle Pat. And you can post your pictures to me on Johnny Scab 101 on X. You can tag me in it, or send it to my inbox, or email me on the email that's coming up right now below on the little bar thing. You can email me. Yeah, you can join in as well, ads. You don't have to be a good drawer, artist, whatever you call it, doodler. Johnny's not the best. Pat's alright. He's not an artist, but he's alright. But yeah, you're all welcome to join in. I think the more amateur, the better, really. It's funnier, isn't it? It's better if you've got an amateur drawing. Like, it's alright getting brilliant artists, but personally, sometimes I'm more impressed by the underdog. If you haven't noticed, I'm wearing a pinky ring, like a pimp. That's my pinky ring. Because I'm a pimp. Like Dr. Ben. Dr. Ben's a pimp. He got the grills. We're in a certain pimp club, you know, there's in a certain breed. Yeah. So tune in. Oh shit. It just went everywhere. Tune in and join in. I really want to see your pictures. And over time, I'm going to do these draw streams, and I'm going to take my favourite pictures from every stream. I'm going to pick one picture from the fans from every stream, and I'm going to publish those pictures with your permission in my upcoming magazine that I'm working on, Scabzine, which is sort of a roundup of 2025, like an annual. I'm going to try and release it at the end of the year in digital form, obviously, because I'm not like loaded. I can't get no printing done or nothing, not straight away. And I don't know if people would want to crowdfund a magazine like that. It's not exactly a comic. It's going to be more of like a satirical sort of mix of art and articles and politics and jokes and everything. A bit of like an all-round sort of magazine. This don't look good, does it? I just noticed. I got a gun to my head. That's not a good symbol, is it? It's a bit of an ominous warning. I better take that gun down. It's sort of like symbolic. I got a gun to my head. Oh God, and he's cocked. Oh, misfire. Oh, what's going on? Oh no, the trigger mechanism must be dirty. I'll have to clean it out. Oh, there's something wrong with it. Oh well. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing that tonight. Johnny, draw along with Johnny. You're all welcome to get involved. It should be quite fun. This is Scab Cast 49. Thank you for tuning in. My 50th Scab Cast is going to be a very special one for you. Johnny the Highwayman. I was a highwayman Along the coach roads I did ride, with sword and pistol by my side. Yeah, I love that song. I'm gonna be my Scab Cast number 50. Stand and deliver. I'm gonna quickly put the link in the chat for anyone that wants to come in. And you ain't got to show your face, even if you want to just come in and chat. I don't expect you to like be like me and be up in everyone's face. Now and again, I don't mind if someone wants to come on and they don't show themselves. Like for instance, just as an example, you probably don't wanna, but someone like Adam Webber, if he wanted to come on, just have a chat, I'd welcome that. Like I don't have to see you on camera. I'd actually like to talk to Adam. He seems like a top bloke. I'm intrigued by him. Why is it not letting me put the link out there then? Hang on, I'm gonna have to do it on my phone, I think. Is something going on here? No. Oh, my keyboard's not working properly. Right, I'll try it on here. Yeah, my 50th show is going to be probably going to be on the Sunday. Next Sunday, I am meeting Dr. Dennis Rodriguez. Someone you may know from my show. He's been on a few times. He's in all the chats, in the CG shows. He's a brilliant man. Very wise. He's flying all the way over from Germany to come and see me and the missus. And we're going to go out for the night. We're going to have a little wander around Bristol. That's where we're staying. And I'm going to make a few videos and take some pictures, hopefully with him, if he wants to take some pictures. And I can, and then later that night, when we go back to our relative hotels, I'm hoping that he might stay up for an hour, and I can do a stream from my hotel, which is just 10 minutes down the road from his. And I'll invite him on, and we'll have a little chat about the evening. We'll probably be a little bit tipsy. We're going to go to some old pirate pubs, like Bristol. Bristol, UK is a very old city. It's actually rumoured to be where Blackbeard was born. Edward Teach, one of the most famous pirates in history, used to set his beard on fire to scare people in the night. Yeah, and we're going to go to some old pirate pubs and soak up the history a bit, because Johnny's what do you call it? I'm a classy kind of man. I like all that. I like a bit of that, a bit of posh stuff. Yeah, I'll try and get the link up. It's gone a bit. I don't know why I can't do it on my computer. And you have to go on restream. Yeah, it's going. Let's see if I can do it. Thank you for tuning in and bearing with me. Pinky ring. Sign in. I've got to sign in. Bloody hell, I thought I was signed in already. What if you sign me out, restream, you utter retards? Here we are. Alright, invite guests. Copy link. And now I'm going to put it in the chat, but using my mobile phone. Oh wow, fucking hell. I just seen some fucking massive thing come up on my screen. On my phone, it's gone orange. Hiya Johnny, how you doing, James? Judge Ed, one of my favourite people, is a Judge Dredd fan. I love Judge Dredd. He's just sent me a fucking massive super chat. Thank you so much, Judge. That you have no idea how much that means to me right now. It's fucking brilliant. I mean, you're amazing. Thank you. Stopping by to say thank you for the mail and mysteries. Cheers from America. Oh, thank you. That's brilliant. I love getting compliments from mail and mysteries. I am making more at the minute. As you probably know. I was going to talk a little bit about it later on. I might give you a little teaser of what's to come, maybe. But thank you very much. That's amazing. You're up in my records for the highest super chats now. Yeah, I think $20. Someone else sent $20 a couple of shows ago. I wrote it down. I have to check. But yeah, you're a record breaker. We got Hail Judge Ed, Hail James, Abu Khan. Hi Adam, James Farley, Abu Khan. Peace be upon you. Well done, Abu. The only Muslim I know that ain't like out to kill us all. Oh, I still haven't posted it, have I? I was distracted. Thank you for the super chat. There you go. It should be coming up in the chat right about now. There it is. If any of y'all want to come in and talk to Uncle Johnny, you're welcome. Do you like my is it that way? No, it's that way. Do you like my little superhero jester? Jack the Jester. He's the new Scab Cast mascot. Yeah, but anyone who is watching, thank you for tuning in. I know it's a ridiculous time. And I think Big Booty Daddy is streaming as well, isn't he? Ethan's over there looking like Dr. Loomis from Halloween. And you're never going to beat Ethan, are you, when he's streaming? You're never going to draw his fans over. He's well too entertaining. Hello, thank you for tuning in. Just noticed the views went up a little bit. This is Scabcast 49. So far, I've covered next Sunday, where I'm going to be meeting Dennis Rodriguez. My draw stream tonight, this evening, with special guest Patrick Quinlan, where we're going to be drawing existing or made up handicapped superheroes. And the audience is welcome to join in and draw along for those of you that missed it. You can email your entries, your drawings to me in the email address below, or you can send it to me on Johnny Scab 101 on X. I love the colour scheme of the screen tonight. Thank you, James. Yeah, at the minute that's kind of my new thing. Scabcast colour scheme used to be red, but I mix it up sometimes. I go like red, yellow, or purple. They're the three sort of colours I usually use. And then I try and do a different colour for my interviews with people. I'm just testing it out. And the fonts as well. The font's good tonight. I like the font. Hello, Felix. Mr. Felix Smith. A very old friend. We'll have to meet up again soon, Felix. It's been a few years now, hasn't it? It was a pleasure meeting you last time, getting to go to all those posh establishments. I don't even think I'd be allowed in. But you've obviously got a lot of friends in high places. I hope you're doing well. I hope you and your family are doing well. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You're up very early, Mr. Smith. For those of you that don't know, me and Mr. Smith go back quite a while, back to about 2013. We were both antagonists. We used to come online and troll people that used to dress up as superheroes, didn't we, Mr. Smith? The real life superhero community. And Mr. Smith there, he was one of the most feared villains of all, because he is actually what he says he is. He's like an English gentleman in real life, and he's intelligent as fuck. Excuse my language, Mr. Smith. Yeah. And he used to scare people online. He's one of my idols, you are. Yeah, he was brilliant. It was good times. And I met him in London one evening, and he took me to some very upmarket establishments, places I could never dream of going on my own. He was a very nice chap, and he worked for the government in some capacity, the British government. I don't know what he does. He never actually said. But I don't actually want to ask, to be honest. Felix, Abu Khan, another man, another great man who is along the same lines. I met him back in about 2013. He was another one of us antagonists. We were almost like, we had our own community at one point. The real life superhero community online, mainly on Facebook, mind you, but it is online. And it's like the Comicsgate community. There's lots of different people getting involved. You've got villains, you've got heroes. And that's how I met these people. I've met Abu in real life as well. He's a gentleman. But it's been far too long, lads. We'll have to meet up again at some point soon. Is Melody going to be in the next Marilyn Mystery? Oh, that's, you're probing, ain't you? You're probing there, James. He might be. Mello's been he messaged me the other day actually. He's good. He just wanted to get away from CG for a little bit and focus on his music. He's doing something, he's starting a new band or something. But yeah, he could possibly still be in there. You gotta think of who's been shown so far. There's a few people missing, isn't there? There's a few people missing from the last season when we were in the Ripperverse. Try and work it out. So far we haven't seen obviously you've seen my teaser for the next episode, so you see Mandy and Woden shot in that one. But so far they might be in the next episode or maybe not. You haven't seen Yanzi, 7 of 9 and Melody. They're the other ones that were with them in the Ripperverse. It's a slow burn. You know Marilyn Mysteries. First few episodes are a bit slow. But it's getting more intricate. The storyline is just growing. I've got so much planned for it. But obviously I've got more going on in my life at the minute, so it's taken me longer to make them. And I appreciate that you're not moaning at me, saying, come on, hurry the fuck up, Johnny. I do feel a little bit pressured when people are giving me super chats for it, because now I sort of feel like, yeah, I've got to sort of do it now. I've got to try and hurry up. But I know that you're all sound and you won't moan about it, because you know it's worth waiting for. And I always told you when I first came into CG, I don't know how many of you have been watching me since my beginning, but my first big sort of appearance was on I think it was the Jack Show. I was invited on the Jack Show by John Mayling one night. I was walking home from work about 4 a.m. in England, and I got a little notification, a message on X, and it was John Mayling, and he said, do you want to pop on the Jack Show and talk about Marilyn Mysteries? And I came on for about 10-15 minutes and met everyone. And on that show, I was sort of like interrogated by the Jack Council. I think there was Cecil J. Bama, Anna, Ethan, John, a few others as well. And they were asking me questions about it, and they said they were like intrigued. They said, "What? You don't want no money for it? You're not charging for it or anything?" And I said, "No, I'm not. It's just fun to me. I'm here to sort of just pump some life into your community a bit and entertain people. And that's what it's always been about with me. I'm a jester. I'm an actor, a singer, all-round celebrity. Granted, I'm more of a B-list celebrity, but yeah, I'm a jack of all trades. And I'm here to make people's lives better at the end of the day. I'm not nasty to people unless they deserve it. And the people that really know me know that. I can be a bit of a dickhead now and again. I can spurge out on people and have a moan at them. But it's usually justified. It's usually deserved, well deserved. As Katie did said, I am Comicsgate. I am the bully of bullies. I like to bully bullies. So yeah. You saw that one? They play one of my songs. Yeah, Red Flag. No, Cheesy Fingered Face Toucher, I think. One of them, yeah. A wizard of sorts. Yeah, that's it, Abu. You've met me in real life. You know I'm a talented guy, just like yourself. I am a bit of a wizard, I guess. But yeah, I never mean no harm to anyone. Not unless you're a dickhead. And then it's just fair game, isn't it? At the end of the day. I was lovely to Matt Barr when he first started out. I didn't even know who he was, to be honest. Like, I just thought he was one of the lesser artists in CG, like people that needed promotion. Because you know me, I started the Comicsgate Commandos just so I could get some of the chatters in there. It was a bit like what the Slums was like. I advertised it as anyone's welcome to come on the panel. I ended up getting Dr. Ben, Patrick Quinlan, Tommy Mark came on. Later, we had in the episodes we had Carbon Art. I can't remember if he was on the first episode, but yeah, it formed as a group, and I was there to. If you noticed my clever move, you see, because I'm not proper. I didn't start off as certified Comicsgate. I wasn't even known by any of you. I came in the chat, and I acted bolshy. I called myself Johnny the General, and I said I was starting a show called the Comicsgate Commandos. No one questioned it. But my real aim was to take some of the lesser artists and people in the chat that deserve a bit of limelight, put them on a show together, and eventually I'd just fade away and hand it over to them. Call me the promoter, the CG promoter. I promote Comicsgate by my own accord. I just want to. It's just fun. And it pisses people off. And that's what I like. And that's why I'll never stop doing it. Because it pisses all the little dweeby people off, doesn't it? Like War Campaign and all that. And all like all the reportage and Hell the Law and people like that. They stand me. I'm like cancer to them. And that's the way it's always going to be. Because they can't defeat someone like me. And they can't defeat any decent person in CG. Because all their shit's just feeble. I'm old enough to be some of those little dweebs' dad, you know what I mean? I've been around the block. I'm pretty much an old man now. My beard's going grey. You can't beat someone with that life experience. Someone who's had the sort of life I've had. I've had the shittest hands dealt. And I still came out on top. Internet people ain't nothing. Fucking armchair warriors. John Midas, yeah, Midas touch with the pinky ring. You know, am I rambling on a bit? I don't mean to sound big-headed, by the way. I just know I'm good. But I also know that everyone who watches me, not everyone, there's probably one or two of you that tune in now and again that just watch me because you can't stand me and you want to see what I'm saying. But 99% of my audience, the people in my chat, are brilliant people. They're amazing people. They're good people. They mean well. They want to help others and promote comic books and art. They're open-minded. Most of them are quite conservative, which ties in with my beliefs. Believe it or not, there was a time in my life where I sympathised with the left. You could call me a liberal, I guess, at some point in my life. I wouldn't ever say I was woke, but I was a liberal. But over my years of living, I slowly started, as the world started changing, I started tipping more to the right. And a lot of my friends did as well. A lot of the people from my generation did, because we saw how when we were growing up, our country was beautiful. We loved it. And then as we got into our 30s and our 40s, and some of us got into our 50s, we can see that it's just going to shit. And it's because of the left-wing politics. So yeah, I've seen things from both sides. I didn't necessarily like Donald Trump when I first heard years ago on his first run that he was going to be president. I wasn't too sure on that. But he proved himself. He proved himself to me, and I'll admit I was wrong. He's one of the best things that ever happened to America. And I've lived through quite a few presidents, probably about 4 or 5. Maybe even 6. I can't remember all your presidents. I've definitely lived through about 6 prime ministers. Let's count them. Who we got now? Who we got now is fucking Keir Starmer. We had, was it Liz Truss? Boris. David Cameron. Tony Blair. That's 5. John Major. Maggie Thatcher. That's 7. I'm probably missing 1 or 2 that I forgot. I think it's 7. I think I lived through 7 prime ministers. Maybe, no. I can't even remember who was. When I was a kid, it wasn't Thatcher. So when I was really young, it was someone else who I can't even remember. But yeah, I've lived long enough, ladies and gentlemen, to know that half of these people that go against CG, they're nothing. They're pathetic, swag, crappy people. They've got nothing better to do than live online all day. Some of them have probably not even got families. They're probably like fat, sweaty perverts that live in little apartments. And they just sit there in their pants all day, just typing away. Maggie, when you were a kid, yeah. See, I actually, like, when I was young, obviously, I was taught that Maggie Thatcher was bad. But I saw, as I grew up, I saw that she was actually good for England, really. She was one of our best prime ministers. Probably the best one since Churchill. Long live the Iron Lady. God bless. You'll never get a woman like her. Never again. Thank you for those that are just tuning in. You've missed quite a lot. You've missed quite a lot of chat. You might want to rewind it back. We've been going quite deep, haven't we? I've been explaining myself a lot. Just a quick recap. I'm going to be doing a draw stream tonight with Patrick Quinlan, and we're going to be drawing either pre-existing or made up handicapped superheroes. And you're all welcome to join in and send your pictures to me. I'm meeting Dr. Dennis Rodriguez on Sunday in Bristol, England. I'm going up there, stay with the missus in a hotel, and I'm going to take some pictures, maybe even a video if he'll allow it. And then I might do a stream after. That'll be Scab Cast 50 if I do it. This is Scab Cast 49. And I was just talking about my whole arrival into CG and Made in Mysteries. Bringing us back to Made in Mysteries, because I know some of you, you're only fans of me because of Made in Mysteries, and that's fair enough. I mean, I'm not like that interesting. My artwork's quite interesting. Speaking of which, I've made a little box for Dennis Rodriguez, a gift box. It's like a shoe box, and I've put some merchandise in there for him. I'm planning on sending. I still got to send something to Patrick Quinlan and Grey Cloudy Day. and Dr. Ben as well, and a few other people. I've got to try and send some stuff to them. I've never really posted much to America. I've got to work out how you do it. I've got the addresses. And the thing is, if I send something, I don't just want to send something basic, you know what I mean? I want to send like a few things, like a little box, a gift box or something like that. I'm not just going to send you a picture or a book or something. What time is this? This is the time of communism, Abu. Your lot are doing all right out of it, to be fair. How are your wives? I hope they're all right. Yeah, what was I saying? Better Mailing Mysteries. So you've started the new season, right? As you can tell, in the last season, the Rippaverse, it imploded. Ethan and Eric July were fighting so ferociously with their powers that they collided, and they got sucked into some sort of dimension. And the rest of the people that were in the Rippaverse got booted back out of it and put back into alternate Earth. And they all ended up in different places. Cecil came out of it and ended up on his own. Mandy and Wodenshot came out of it and ended up as a team. And so on. 23 UK time, Abu. It's 2300. It's later than that, Adam. It's 10 to 5 in the morning. Oh, what time? The drill stream. Yeah. My drill stream is at 11 o'clock this evening in English time. So that's probably about 5 or 6 p.m. EST, I think. Yeah. So we're coming back. The gate troopers and the World Economic Forum have started attacking Old Haven. They're destroying secret comic shops, because, as you know, in alternate Earth, books are banned. You can't have books in alternate Earth. The government of alternate Earth, which we haven't even delved into yet, we've seen the police, but there's a government as well. They banned all books. It's like 1984. So the gate troopers, they're kind of in cohorts with the government of alternate Earth, because Emperor Schwab is sort of working with them. So they've gone into Old Haven, hunting all the artists and anyone who's selling comic books, or any books. Shane and Dell have gone back to save them, to try and help the situation. The Australians from Liam, Raging Rhino, and Bancroft, they're around in Old Haven as well, helping out. You've got the Comics Gate Commandos, which are running loose in Old Haven, and they're all kind of helping. So you're going to be, throughout the season, you're going to be seeing all these little interactions. It's going to get quite in depth. That's why it's taken me longer, because I've got a lot more to plan and animate, because I want to bring a lot of people into it. As you already know, the last episode I released had Shamph and Dan Lawless as they disguised as gate troopers with Anna to rescue John and Chokeout and Elon. Elon Musk's unfrozen now, so you're going to start seeing more of him. He's a very important character. He is the wizard. He's the wizard they've been looking for. And Elon Musk in alternate Earth, he is like a wizard. He's got gadgets, he's got technology. You'll see, he's amazing. You're going to love it. Cecil's being chased by Greta Fett. I think, yeah, he was rescued by Camelot in the last episode, as you saw, because Camelot came to get his baby oil back. He'd been looking for him ever since he helped John and Choke out get to Nicholas McHugh's, Dr. McHugh's place. He went off looking for Cecil to get his baby oil, and he just came across him and ran over Greta Fett. There's a lot going on, and for the die-hard fans, then you'll know, you'll be watching the storyline properly. Like Shane Davis, I can tell he watches every episode. He knows the lore, he knows the history of it. Shane Davis is one of the people that are in it, who actually admires the season. I can tell he watches it. He's told me in the past. And I should imagine John likes to watch it as well, because it's about him. He doesn't tell me he does, but I'm sure he does. He likes putting them on his show now and again. And I thank you. I want to thank you all for accepting me into your community and becoming supporters of my channel. It's quite a big deal to me. Yeah, I'm not aiming to make a career off of YouTube. Obviously, that would be fucking brilliant. Anyone would love that, wouldn't they? But you kind people have definitely made my life a lot easier. You've helped me a lot. And there's people that I've got in the chat that I would happily meet in real life. Someone like Adam Webber, for instance, he'd be welcome to come and meet me. I wouldn't mind meeting him. And people like that, people that have really helped me out over time. I used to have a mod on my channel called Richie Dupe, and I got on really well with him. He was another English lad. But he got all pissy with me when I fell out with Matt Barr, I think. And I started dissing the slums, because I think he loves the slums. He don't like Ethan, I don't think. But yeah, it's a shame, because he was all right. He was a nice lad, but he just bumped me off completely. And I remember things like that, you know. I remember everyone who's been mods on my channel, everyone who's come in the chat. I pretty much remember them all. And if you're in here all the time, then you will be rewarded, and I'll also have more respect for you. You watch Mailing Mysteries, Mr. Steve. I didn't think that would be your kind of thing. Thank you. That's amazing. As do I. The Mailing Mysteries series is somewhat addictive. Wow, thank you. I honestly didn't expect a gentleman like you, especially of your age, to be interested in that sort of thing. But I'm flattered. Richie Droop, yeah. Bit of a sad sack, isn't he, really? If you choose the slums over the main CG lot, then you're a bit of a knobhead, ain't you? There's no good slummers left now. Dillard, maybe him. And who else used to be in there? Jay Kirby, I think he was in the slums, wasn't he? He's all right. The slums are dead. They became Lord Raptor Jesus' crew, basically. They're all the same, aren't they? They're all scumbags. Dark Gift's a little cunt. He's just a grifter. And I'm sorry if you like Dark Gift. I'll give him lots of chances. But I can tell a rat when I see one. He's slimy as fuck. He acts like he's down with everyone. He's probably in back rooms with War Campaign and all sorts. People like that, their masks slip eventually. You can't be a fence sitter all your life. Oh, you watch it with one eye. Yeah, and I hope you clip that. Anyone watching it that don't like me, you can show him. He knows I hate him. At the end of the day, if you're gonna associate and break bread with my enemies and with enemies of people like John and Shane and all the good artists, and you're a cunt. That's about as simple as it is. You've got to have morals. You've got to choose a side, mate. Fuck being a fence sitter. They're the slimy ones you can't trust. They're waiting to see who goes on top. Have some conviction in your beliefs, young man. Young Anthony. And I can call you young because I'm probably old enough to be your dad. Almost. Or at least your older brother. A man should have conviction in what he believes. A man should stand for something. Stand for something or die for nothing. And you can love me or hate me, but one thing you can't call me is dishonest. I'll speak my mind. And I always will, till the day I drop. Oh, I was born in Moss Side, near the centre of the town. I would take you there to see it, but they pulled the building down. And when I think about it, it always makes me sad. They bulldozed it all to make a road. Moss Side, Manchester. That's where I'm from. That's my birthplace. I hold a lot of good and bad memories there. And I haven't been there for a few years actually. I don't go back to Manchester much. There's nothing for me there anymore. Still one or two people. Like I did visit Mr. Avery about 4 years back. I went to see how he was, but he's really old now. And he's not too well. The mums. CG Adam Webber. Johnny, CG appreciates you, Johnny. You make fun content and you seem an honest geezer. Thank you, Adam. You seem pretty decent yourself. It's nice to have an Englishman as well. I like getting English people in my chat. Like, no offence, Americans, I love you. You make up the bulk of my fan base, but it's nice to have one of your own countrymen in now and again, isn't it? Like Mr. Smith, Abu Khan, Adam Webber. They're all British. Yeah, even Abu Khan. He might be the baddest man in Pakistan. He might have been born in Pakistan, but he's British now. Trust me, if you met him, you'd know he was British. Big up Abu. In fact, I wrote a bit of a song years ago. There was a comedy song I wrote for one of our tours we went on. It was the Lithuania tour when we first went over and played in Lithuania on a pub tour. And there was a song loosely inspired by Abu Khan. It was called Indian Skinhead. It was good. I don't even know if I've released it. I don't think it's been released audio-wise. I've got it somewhere. I might even have it saved on an archive somewhere. We definitely recorded it. I never released it. I don't think it was we planned it to be on our next album, and then Jack the Fish went missing, and we ain't seen him since. That's been about 3 or 4 years now. In fact, he's actually been legally pronounced dead in England, but no one knows if he's alive or not. He had a lot of money problems. Jack had a lot of debt. And personally, if you're watching Jack, then fair play to you, mate. But you could have told us what you were doing. Personally, I reckon he's just fucked off, changed his name. The last time we saw him, me and Bjorn, it was after he did a mushroom trip, and he was running off naked into the Roldskov forest in Denmark. And we got the police were involved, Interpol got involved. Me and Bjorn still visit his dad, Jack's dad, now and again. Because Jack's from Battersea in London. That's where his family lives. But yeah, if you're watching, Jack, then fair play to you, lad. But at least get in touch sometime under your alias. Because we are a bit worried, and we hope you aren't actually dead. Come home, Jack. Yeah. It was a bit of a joke, really. Like, people thought it was a bit of a joke, some of the videos we made. Like, me and Bjorn made some videos where we were like, Jack, where are ya? But we were just trying to make light of the situation. We thought he was pissing about. We thought he was joking with us. But no, we lost one of the best guitarists we ever had. Don't know where he is. And obviously me and Bjorn got questioned as well. Billy Drillbit wasn't with us at the time. He was back at the hotel. We met some random women, and we went out to this big forest called Roldskov. You can look it up. It's one of the biggest forests in Denmark. And they had these I don't know what you call them, like red and white spotted mushrooms. Fly, something they're called. And we had a lot of them. And they sort of make you feel like you're drunk and poisoned at the same time. So we all sort of tripped out a little bit, and that's when we lost Jack. And I mean, the Roldskov forest is a big place, and I think there are things like wolves and stuff like that. It's in Denmark, so there are actual beasts in the forest. Bears and wolves and all sorts. So yeah, it's quite a lethal place really to be doing a mushroom trip. The link is in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, if anyone wants to come in. It's pretty quiet, isn't it? But I do appreciate you watching. It's just on 5 o'clock in the morning here. I've been going for 58 minutes, including the intro. I'm going to keep going for a bit longer because I still got a bit of beer, and I've got another one to get through as well. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to sleep much today. I had a pretty bad week, to be honest. Like in my personal life, it's been pretty shitty. Been a lot of shit news. I'm not going to go into it, but yeah, it's not been a nice week for me. And it's good just to chat to you lovely people for a little bit and sort of like unwind. Jack, where are ya? Jack, come back. All jokes aside though, Jack is an amazing guitarist. If you listen to any of our songs, our first 2 EPs, they're all Jack. The guitars on that are all done by Jack. Bjorn does drums, and Billy Drillbit plays bass and keyboards and synths basically. He's a bit of a computer genius, Billy Drillbit. For those of you that don't know, we're part of a record label, a wider record label that operates in 3 different cities in the UK called Pirate Born Records. And we have actually got a manager. He's the one who set up my PayPal. So like my PayPal is the record label's PayPal. So when you see the names on there, that is my manager. And he manages a few different bands throughout the UK. We got he recently he signed the band that I had on my show. I don't know if you remember. It was last year. I had a young band called the Proxy Youth, and they came on for an interview on one of my Scab Casts. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate it, mate. Thank you. But yeah, he signed the Proxy Youth, so they're pretty. So what happens when you PayPal? If you use my PayPal and you PayPal me, it goes into the record label, and my manager distributes it accordingly to which artists are being super chatted, basically. But yeah, I'm not a solo. I got a little bit of a team helping me, if you know what I mean. I'm going to admit it. I got my record label, and they do a lot of my stuff with me. So yeah, it's not like a solo thing, and I do appreciate it. I do appreciate all the help and the management, because I couldn't run a tour and stuff like that on my own. It's fucking hectic. Me and Bjorn end up getting arrested most of our gigs, and it's not our fault. It's because we get like Antifa turn up and stuff like that, and then they have to get knocked out with bass guitars, and that they bring it on themselves, and then we're the ones who get done for it. Fuck Antifa. Fuck 'em. In fact, you know my I think I've got it here. This hat, my Comics Gate Commandos hat, right? This was taken in a street fight / riot from an Antifa general, right? One of the leaders of Antifa. This was a communist hat, right? He used to have a little hammer and sickle there. Anyway, it's my trophy. Let's just call it a trophy, all right? He didn't fare too well, and I kept this, and I replaced the badge. I gave it something a little bit cooler that the communists wouldn't like. I chucked that on there just for a laugh, just so I could wind them up a bit. For any of you that know what that is, skull and bones, isn't it? Because one thing you got to know about me is I despise communism. I despise extreme Islam. And I'm not going to lie about it. Anyone who acts commie or supports communism, even if you're wearing a Che Guevara shirt, I instantly hate you. You got a bit of communist merchandise on you, I see you as a wanker. I'd happily brick you in the head. Pirate hat, yeah, it's my pirate general's hat. Steampunk pirate. Headhunter. Oh, the Chelsea Headhunters. There's actually a football mob, a football firm called the Headhunters. Is it Chelsea? Yeah, I think it is. I wouldn't know, because I'm a West Ham fan myself. The Mighty Hammers. And of course Man City. Man City are my main team. But when I moved to London, I took a little shine to West Ham. I liked them. And they had some good lads in the pubs. Good supporters. And I'm down with a few of their firm. I know a few of them. A few of the faces. And believe what you want, they're not all bad. They're not all bad blokes. Some of them are nice geezers. They're just out for a little bit of a scrap. Yeah, for you Americans that don't know, over here we have things called football firms, like soccer. You call it soccer, we call it football. But each football team, well, 90% of them, have got a small little elite unit of die-hard fans that go to the games just to have organised fights. They're called football firms or mobs. And each major team's got one. And they go and have little arranged fights at football games. Most of the time they're arranged. Some of them are by surprise, but it depends on the football team and how evil the football firm are. Because you get different levels of violent firms. London got some of the worst. We live, Rocky. How you doing? Fucking hell, I ain't seen you in a while. Rocky McCub. How you doing, my old mucker? Classic Rocky. Rocky McCub. I love your name. If you ever become an old man, you'll be called Old Man McCub. They could write a book about you. There was an old man on our street. They called him Old Man McCub. I've heard certain things about Polish football. Yeah, Polish and Russians, they take it well serious. Eastern Europeans, they're nasty. They got nasty firms they have. They train like military, they do. They go out like proper kitted up. And they are there just to fuck people up. They're not there for the fun of it. British people, English firms, they tend not to use weapons as much. Like you get a few nasty firms that will bring out like razor blades, knuckle dusters, koshes, things like that, metal bars, whatever they can grab. But I'd say the majority of them are just fisticuffs, punch-ups most of the time. They're not out to kill people, they're just out to prove that their team's better. Got my little bottle opener there, look. Now, I'm not a big drinker normally. I'm not a big drinker, but I thought tonight I'd have a few beers. I've earned them. And I'm normally a whiskey drinker. If I go to a pub, I don't normally have beer. I just get like a whiskey and coke or something like that. Or a bourbon, something like that. I like spirits, because believe it or not, beers like this, they end up getting me drunk quicker and more drunk than what's proper whiskies, like spirits. I can handle spirits. I've got like a tolerance to them. But when I drink lagers and beers and ale and stuff like that, it just fucks me up most of the time. I miss whiskey. Are you don't drink anymore then, Rocky? Cheers, Adam. I don't blame you, mate. I'm not a massive fan of drinking, to be honest. Is corn liquor. Corn liquor. Is that like mead? We have a thing in England called mead, and it's usually made from honey. It's quite strong, actually. It's like a honey wine. It's what the Vikings and Saxons used to drink. Oh, right. You do drink. You went to gin and vodka. I can't do vodka anymore. Gin's all right. I can't do vodka. It's just like drinking hairspray to me. It's disgusting. I got put off vodka for life when I was a youngster. Black market Russian vodka. If I was going to drink vodka, that's what I'd drink. Black market Russian vodka. That's like 99% proof, isn't it? Made from pure potatoes. The only reason I like Budweiser is because it used to be advertised by talking frogs. Budweiser. Budweiser. That always sticks in my mind, that does. The little adverts we used to get in the UK of the talking frogs. Yeah, if I was that desperate and I had to drink vodka, I'd have to mix it with something. It'd have to be strongly mixed and watered down. Bourbon. You can't beat a good bourbon. I'm a fan of. I just like normal whiskies as well, like Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, Jameson's. That's quite nice. What's the about? Watered down vodka. Oh, yeah, I get ya. Sorry, I'm a dickhead, and I. But wise. Sorry, Rocky. I was a bit slow there. I just made that one up. Years ago, England was so much better. When I was growing up. This is terribly out of tune. I haven't tuned this in about a month. This is the only thing I got left of Jack's. Jack left this in the studio, and I've just been. The thing is, right? He hated people touching his guitars. He'd get really pissy if someone touched his equipment. So I'm hoping by kidnapping his guitar from the studio and getting my smudgy fingerprints all over it, he'll get mad enough to contact me. All right? If you're watching, Jack, it is sticky, mate. Right? There's sweat all over it. If you want to have a go at me, inbox me. It's a tactic. What have we got here? Chilling with Johnny with no topic is better than 90%. Yeah, I guess I don't really have a topic on Scab Cast, do I? It's not really themed. I treat it like I'm talking to mates, really. It's more like a video call with Johnny. Like, obviously now and again I'll play a weird video. The latest Scab streams have been a bit. I haven't really showed much because it's harder to do on Restream. The Magic Artifact. This is the Magic Artifact. Oh yeah, Jack's guitar is a bit of a relic. It's quite a nice one as well. It's Epitome, the Epitome one. I think it cost him about 200 quid, and he's got my sweaty hands all over it. Well, thank you, Rocky. I do appreciate it, mate. And obviously I do talk about things now and again. They're just not planned. I just come up with subjects as they come up. And if the chat mentions something, then I welcome a conversation about it. I like to involve the chat. a lot more than most people. Obviously, because I'm a small channel, I guess. But and like when you're big time, like someone like Ethan or someone like that, then you've got so many people commenting that you can't answer them all, can you? It's impossible. I mean, he's literally got hundreds and hundreds of people watching him. I kind of like the intimacy of a small chat. What's this? This is interesting. James Farley. Johnny, how do you think you'd fare being in the Old West? I think I would have been alright, to be honest, James, because I would have went either one of two ways. I would have either been like someone who got involved with the law and became like a marshal or a young gun, like a regulator, or I probably would have been a badass outlaw. There wouldn't have been no in between with me. I'm an extreme person. I'd either be the best sheriff that the West has ever seen, and I'd have a fucking massive horseshoe mustache and a big hat, or I'd be a dirty outlaw. That's the only ways it would have went. A dirty, scummy outlaw that'd stab you in the back if you turned around. I think I would have done alright. I'd have formed my own gang. Whether I was good or bad, I'd have had a gang of regulators or a gang of outlaws. The Scab Gang. I'm always here for it. I'm always here for it. You have charisma, but more importantly, I like you. I'm intrigued by the jester character. Thank you, Rocky. Yeah, I'm a bit of a jester, I guess. I've got a lot of dark humour, you know, like I like cheering people up at the end of the day. I always thought the sequel to the Terminator should have been in the Wild West. That would have been pretty cool, wouldn't it? Because technically, like, Terminators can sort of time travel, can't they? That would have been quite interesting. I loved it, Back to the Future, when it was the Wild West one. I think it's number 2, isn't it? Or number 3. But the Wild West one was the best one for me. I loved it. I loved the whole theme of Back to the Future, how you had like the bully and the teacher of Marty McFly in every sort of scenario. Like Biff Tannen. He was in, no matter where he went in history, there was a version of him. It was quite cool. You yeller? Oh, Marty McFly didn't like being called yeller, did he? He was easy to rile up, he was. I'd have got to him easy. He wouldn't last 10 seconds on X. He'd be spurging all over the place. The Johnny Dollar. In Scab we trust. The Bank of Scab. These aren't in circulation. Not yet. But 1 Scab dollar is the equivalent of 5 English pounds. That's what the market is on it. I'm gonna mint them and give them to my biggest supporters. And what I'm gonna do is, when I eventually start selling things like my art and stuff, you can trade in your Scab dollars to get a discount. Thought that'd be cool, wouldn't it? Big Trouble in Little China. It's originally planned as a Western. Always wondered, yeah, that would have been quite interesting as well. But yeah, different. But I do love. That's another classic, isn't it? Big Trouble in Little China. Nice. What is it he says? Nice knife. Goodbye, Mr. Burton. Brilliant he was when he Lo Pan. Lo Pan was an amazing villain. And you know, I learnt a bit about the Chinese history of that. You know, like in the film when they're having the street fight, the red turbans and the yellow turbans, they're actually real sort of gangs in China from ancient times, like old tribes that didn't like each other, and it was meant to have carried on into America. It was clever how he did that, John Carpenter. I'm a fan of Carpenter. Halloween is one of my favourite ever movies. I was actually considering putting Doc Brown as an Easter egg in the Terminator Wild West story. Yeah, that'd be good. That would be fun to see, Adam. Yeah, it would. It'd be a good take on it. I recommend The Stranger and The Gunfighter. Oh, sounds good. I like old westerns. One of my favourites is what's it called? You Americans will probably know it. It's the one with Clint Eastwood, and I think it's Morgan Freeman. Is it Clint Eastwood and Morgan Freeman? When Morgan Freeman is like I think, what's it called? It's a brilliant film. It's one of my favourite westerns. Young Guns is good as well. That's quite good. I'm trying to think of what it's called. I know that he protects a brothel in it. He protects. He's like mates with a hooker, and he goes and protects this brothel with Morgan Freeman. Unforgiven. That's it. Well done, Adam. Unforgiven. Yeah, that is an amazing film. If you ain't watched that, you got to watch that. I'm a big Clint Eastwood fan. Love him. And Morgan Freeman as well. I used to love him. I don't know what he's like in real life, but he was quite funny. I liked his voice. Yeah, Unforgiven, yeah. That was one of my favourite westerns. And watched it in a few years, actually. I also like to watch the really old ones with John Wayne, like Rooster Cogburn. Ones like that. John Wayne was alright. A bit wooden, but then Clint Eastwood's a bit wooden as well, isn't he? Like they're always the same sort of character, aren't they? They're good actors, but they're always the same. They don't change their accents or nothing. That's what we call wooden in England. If they say you're a wooden actor, that means you just play the same sort of role all the time and you don't change your voice, really. All good films, yeah. Another big one of my favourites, as you might have noticed from the last episode of Mailing Mysteries, there's an Easter egg in there. True Romance. It's not a Tarantino film, actually. It was done by Tarantino worked on it. He produced it or something like that. But True Romance was it still is one of my favourite films. I love it. The plot line's all over the place. And you just don't know what's coming. The Quiet Man. Oh, we got some more viewers. Thank you for tuning in to Scab Cast. It is 5:31 in the morning here in England. Johnny's drinking Budweiser. I'm doing a draw stream later tonight, 11 p.m. GMT English time, with special guest Patrick Quinlan. We are drawing handicapped superheroes, and you're all welcome to join in. Send your pictures to the email below, or send it to me on X, Johnny Scab 101. Good movie. Nice. Sheila goes out with her mate Stella. It gets poured all over her fella, 'cause she says money ain't no better than the next man kicking up dust. Drunk she stumbles down by a river, screams calling London, but none of us heard her coming. I guess the carpet weren't rolled out. The woman of the house, I brought the brother home for supper. I should draw the black racer. The black racer? Is he a handicapped superhero? I'm inventing my own tonight. Like, because I told Patrick that we can do pre-existing superheroes and just give them a handicap twist, or we can make our own up. And I've made my own up that I'm going to premiere tonight. You'll love him. He's amazing. Yeah, I'm a big movie fan. I like classics. I don't watch much modern movies, really. I'm not a fan of Stephen King anymore. Like him personally, because he turned into an old angry lesbian. But there's still some of his works that I still find amazing that were turned into films, like It, the original It with Tim Curry. You won't beat that, right? That's brilliant. Stand By Me by Rob Reiner, the Rob Reiner film. Brilliant. Again, classic. You're working on one called Sharia Man. That actually sounds pretty good, Abu. You ought to try and crowdfund it. Sharia Man. Is he like the opposite of Pigman? Is he like a Muslim superhero that wants to destroy the West? He fights against like American soldiers and stuff. The black racer is totally paralysed in his civilian identity. Oh, he's interesting. Yeah, draw him. You're welcome. And email him to me. Like I said, if he, I'm having a bit of a competition. So when I do my draw streams, I'm going to take the best fan picture from the show, and at the end of the year, when I publish my new magazine, Scab Zine, in digital format, I might publish your pictures in there as well under an art section. Do it. They still make huge ones though. Yeah. Tim Curry, brilliant actor. Brilliant actor. I even liked him in like Rocky Horror Picture Show and stuff like that. That's a bit of a creepy movie, but it's interesting. It's funny. Brilliant. He was a brilliant actor. He played, I think he was like Cardinal Richelieu in The Three Musketeers at one point. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Rocky. Yeah, but I just found it funny. I think it's a bit of a piss take, to be honest. I think it's done tongue in cheek, if you read between the lines. But the guy who made it, that Richard O'Brien, he's a bit creepy, isn't he? The one who used to do Crystal Maze. He's a bit weird in real life. But yeah, I just found it funny. It's more like watching a comedy to me, really. I like the main character, Brad. He's funny. It's a big thing in England. Like they have like themed movie nights over here where people go to the cinema dressed up as characters from Rocky Horror Picture Show. They do it like every year in big cinemas and stuff. It's actually like got a weird cult following. But then England is a lot gayer than America in certain respects. There are very gay parts of America, aren't there? Like California and San Francisco. But I think British people have always been a little bit more accepting to gays. He was great in Lex. I get the Rocky Horror thing. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Legend. Yeah. Is that when he was the devil? Yeah, we got like a very gay. I think is it San Francisco that's your main like gay capital in America, where all the gays go, like paradise? Because we got one. Chicago has a huge gay community. But we got one in England, a city. It's called Brighton. It's down on the south coast, and it's the gayest city in England. It's where all the gays go. If they get outcast from every other city, they go there, they reinforce. There's gay armies in Brighton. Legend is awesome. Darkness. Darkness? You made me think of Rick James now. I miss Rick James. He was one of my favourite artists as well. Like back in the 70s. I loved him. I wanted hair like Rick James. That's how much I loved him. One with Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise in his massive shoes. In England, there's a saying, right? If you see someone with like big, massive, what do you call them? Like monster shoes, right? Those big heels that are massive. You call them Tom Cruise shoes. That's just a nickname for him. My uncle's second home. Brighton. I didn't know that about Brighton. Yeah, Brighton is it hasn't always been a gay city, but it's got the biggest gay scene in England in Brighton. They're very LGBT friendly. It was also very famous for the mods and rockers back in the 50s and 60s. They had a big, massive fight there. If any of you have ever watched Quadrophenia, a film called Quadrophenia, it's a brilliant movie based on real events. There was a big battle between mods and rockers, like two different subcultures in England, sorry. Like how over there you got like punks and goths and stuff like that, metalheads. We had things called rockers and mods. Now rockers like motorbikes and leather jackets and like rock music, obviously, like American rock music a lot of the time. And the mods liked things like they wore like suits and they rode little scooters. They were all fashionable, and they listened to like more European rock and like things like the Jam and stuff like that. Yeah, and they had a massive battle on Brighton Beach. That's what it got famous for. Originally, Brighton was like the place where they had the organised fight with like almost thousands of mods and rockers. The police couldn't control them. That's why it made the papers. That's why it was like it was really famous. Look it up. If you've not heard anything about it, type in on Google, put mods, MODS, and rockers, the Battle of Brighton Beach. Brilliant. Long flights, yeah. Here you go, let's go big for a little bit. Well, it don't look like anyone's coming in, does it? It doesn't look like I'm going to get any guests tonight or this morning. But who cares, eh? Que sera, sera. That's what they say. Whatever will be, will be. Oh, look. Me and Bjorn. Reality. That was my first podcast I used to do. Reality. And we're going to bring it back as well. Bjorn's up for it. You've seen my mate Bjorn, haven't you? He's been on Scab Cast a few times. We're going to start doing our podcast again. Reality. We basically talk about politics a lot of the time and just diss people and talk about wokeness and politics and all sorts. Bjorn Skullhammer. One of my best friends, Bjorn. I've known him a long time. Streets of Rage, Knives and Chains. Streets of Rage, yeah. Now, one of the first computer games I ever played was on a Commodore Amiga. And it was called Road Rash. Little motorbike game. It wasn't the first, to be fair, but one of the first decent like video games I played. Obviously, we had things like Space Invaders and stuff like that. Road Rash, I used to love that game. Go around on a motorbike, kicking people off. You get coppers chasing you kick them off as well. I loved it. It's the ultimate game, isn't it? Skullhammer. Yeah, you met Skullhammer, ain't you, Abu? He was with me when we met. He's a nice guy, isn't he, really? He'd do anything for you. Road Rash was awesome. Yeah, they've probably got modern versions of it now. If they allow it, it might be seen as too violent or whatever, but I suppose there must be a modern version of it. They allow things like Grand Theft Auto and stuff like that. I would play a modern version of it, definitely. Skullhammer. Viking Man. Have you heard my song Viking Man? From one of our EPs. That's actually based on Bjorn in a weird roundabout way. Obviously, I'm talking about, in the song, I'm talking about Vikings, like when they invaded England hundreds of years ago, and then they come and settled and made farms and stuff. But it's like a double entendre. It's like I'm singing about that, but it's also kind of what Bjorn done. Because when Bjorn was little, when we were in primary school, which is what you call, like, I don't know what you call it in America, before you go to high school, like a kid's school, not kindergarten, but the next thing in between. I don't know what you call that in America. Because over here we call kindergarten nursery. We send our kids to nursery, which is kindergarten, and then you have primary school, which is for little kids like age 4 to like 10, and then 11 or something like that onwards, you go to like secondary school, which is high school in America. Very tall man. Yeah, he is. Bjorn is about 6'3". Probably a little bit. I think he's 6'3". He's taller than me. I am 5'11" in real life, which is pretty average for a man, really. I'm not short. I'm almost 6 foot. But Bjorn, he towers over me. He's probably about that much higher than me, I'd say. About there, maybe. I don't know. He's a big man. The history of people is fascinating. Workhouse. The workhouse. That's what we used to have in England hundreds of years ago. Poor kids would get sent to that. It was like an orphanage where they got them to work. Excuse me. Vikings enslaved the Irish, and as a result, I have some of their blood. Ah, you're Irish Viking, are ya? Wow, you're taller. Fucking hell, what are you, like 6'4", 6'5"? You must be massive, Rocky. You must have to duck down to get under doorways. A giant of a man. The giant Rocky Macabre. Bloody hell. If you lived in England, I'd hire you to be a bodyguard. You could be security at our gigs. I'm sure you could stamp some Antifa heads. Yeah. Warrior. Yeah, Warrior Macabre. I'm trying to think of something a minute. Sorry, excuse me. I'm thinking of something. I'm looking on my phone. There was something I was looking for. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I'm a big fan of movies and music. I love movies and music. They're a big part of my life, you know. I'd be lost without music. I probably would have topped myself years ago if I lived in a country that didn't have music. So lonely was the ballad. Harmonica man Sam was so knackered after jives of love. He puts on the glove and then puts on his hat, and it's home to the missus who sits on his tongue. Selfish sons with their packs of cigarettes, forking out to take your girl with the ticket. Sometimes sane, other times not with it. Standing in a jacket. Oh, standing in a picket, man, your hands are freezing. I can relate. I descended kings, but I descended from kings. Yeah. You descended from kings. Vikings were a powerful lot. Girls with their pearls wanna flex of Monroes and half G blow. Marilyn's gone loco. Navajo, hi ho silver. Hey ho, let's go dancing with the average Joe. Talk with they talk with their fists and argue with their friends. Always take the piss, but they're loyal in the end. Watch out, blood will steal your girlfriend. Take her round the back and she'll come back limping. Girls singing on a bus, fellas kicking up a fuss, crying outside, and they're still looking dangerous. Oh, this is definitely all for you. Living life in the fast lane, and I give it up when I got no game. Oh well, this is definitely all for you. Why bother without music? Yeah, life would be shit, wouldn't it? If you didn't have expression, music and stuff like that, it'd be so boring and dreary. It'd be like living a war campaign life, like being one of them. Just a pathetic morsel of a man. This is so good. That was an artist, good friend of mine actually. I met him a long time ago back when he was first getting famous. His name is Jamie T. If you look him up, we've actually done a gig with him before. He's a brilliant lad. He's got some amazing songs as well. He just goes by the name Jamie T. Look him up. He's got brilliant albums. He's got about 4 or 5 albums. Really big in Britain. I think at some point he was signed to Epitaph Records under Tim Armstrong from Rancid. Maybe I could play you one of his songs, but I'll have to pause it now and again, I guess, so I don't get my stream taken down. I can only play you like, what is it, about 15 seconds at a time, innit? How does Peter Gilmore get away with it? Streaming like horror movies and stuff. Does he pause it or what? Yeah, Jamie T. That's his name. Look him up. He is. I recommend him. I highly recommend him. If you like British music, some of his words you might not be understand his accent because he's very London. But he's an amazing. He writes all his own songs. He produces his own songs. He plays bass guitar. He's got a few mates that play guitar and drums and stuff like that now and again. But he's one of those people. His very first album was called Panic Prevention, and that was made all on a computer in his bedroom. He'd done everything. Like, obviously he used real instruments, but he mixed it all just on a computer, all on his own, and it was a hit over here. One of my favourite songs by him, if you want to look it up, is there's one called Saint Christopher. You got Talk Is Cheap, Canary Wharf, So Lonely Was the Ballad. That's the one I was just singing. Pretty much all of his songs are bangers, really. He's one of those artists you can just play his album right through, and it just keeps getting better. We will judge. Yeah, I'm sure you will, Abu. Let me see if I can bring up one of his songs, eh? I don't know what one to bring up. I'll probably do him discredit because I'll probably bring up some like one of his lesser songs. I don't know. I'll look. Right, Jamie T. Let's try Sticks and Stones. That's a good one. You might have heard that. I wonder if it's better to do it live. Do you reckon? Do you recommend if I was to play one of their songs, one of his songs, then I should play it live? Like one of his live versions. Oh, I shouldn't be putting that up, should I? Right. Hang on. Whilst I'm looking up his song a minute, I'll keep it on the big one. I've got to look up his song first. Yeah, he is pretty cool. He's got his own sort of original flavour. This is one of his old songs. He's been around a while now in Britain. I met him probably about 10 years ago now. Where are we? Here we are. This isn't his best song, alright? So bear with me. This is just one of his good ones.
When there's no one left to fight, boys like him don't shine
I can't see if it's playing. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Is that playing now? Yeah. Right, I had to pause it. Well, I've got to pause it now and again, alright?
Good trainer, gain away from shame and blame. A city pain to see a friend I had seen since I was drinking underage. I was a 10 a day, how'd you say? Little shit,
Little shit.
lightning, hiding on my courage, quick wit. We were ticket season, wallabies, button.
This, like I said, it's not his best song, but it was original when this came out.
Some whiskey, Martin just as I'm a final bounce like a jam. I don't know who I am, he said I don't know if I can. I said, yeah, you can. When there's no one left to fight, boys like him don't shine so bright.
He's a big fan of like punk music and like the Ramones and Rancid and the Jam and people like that. LL Cool J, he's a fan of LL Cool J. He mixes his music a lot. His very first album was very sort of hip hop, rap orientated, and then he made a lot more rock and punk sort of stuff. Drunk and being sick, I feel like shit. I gotta quit. I hope I haven't missed the last train. Got me stuck in Hampton Wick with the boys across the platform shouting lightweight prick. I'm a featherweight champion, cheap to get pissed. Which caddy? Well, I'll leave it there, all right. But you can look him up yourself. I think he's definitely worth it, all right. I always like, there's a lot of music I like. Like, I don't like a lot of modern artists, but he's one of the ones that caught my attention. I'm very old school when it comes to music. I think most stuff past the 80s was shit, really. Like, past the 70s even. The 80s was like the death of music for me. The late 80s anyway. The beginning of the 80s wasn't too bad. My all-time favourite era was the 70s, though. I'd say the whole of the 70s. Probably the best bands, I reckon. You like this dude? Yeah, I thought you might. He's original. If you like music and you're actually a fan of good music, then all his albums are different as well. If you look up his albums, they're all totally different. They don't sound nothing like each other. He takes a lot of time releasing his albums. Like, he released one, and then he didn't release another for like 5 years, and then he takes like another 5 years to release another one. He don't just rush them out. Yeah, I hate most modern stuff as well, rock. Yeah, just the world's shit, isn't it now? Yeah, he's still pretty relevant. Sort of, he's cult, I'd say, in England. He's got thousands of fans, but he's still not like, he gets played on the radio, but he's not like an A-list superstar over here. A lot of people ain't heard of him. He's one of those artists that gets overlooked. He's got a cult following. But I think he's brilliant. And I've been around a lot of musicians in my life. I roaded for some very famous ones. And I've heard a lot of different music, and I think he's got something. He's one of those artists that just keep going until he's an old man. Good old Jamie T. He can drink as well. The lad can drink. He outdrunk me. Right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. I'm probably going to fade it out very soon. I love you all, and I hope you tune into my my drool stream tonight. Drool along with Johnny. It's already scheduled on my YouTube if you want to go and comment or give it a like or a share. And obviously, if you can share this show as well, it'd be appreciated. But no worries if not. It's hit and miss, isn't it? Sometimes I have a really good Scab Cast with lots of people watching. Sometimes I pull off a random one and get about 10, but I don't mind. It gets playbacks. Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you're right. You have to keep digging for good stuff. Yeah, English, I'd say the British in general are heavy drinkers. Like Welsh, English, Scottish, Irish. They can all handle their drink. It's kind of our cultures over here. People just go out drinking every Friday night. It's like, yeah, I suppose in America as well. No offense, but your normal beer, like, is pretty shit compared to ours. Like, it's watery. It's like, thank you, mate. Thank you, James. Yeah. And there's a lot of artists, music-wise as well, like Jamie T, the guy I just mentioned. A lot of Americans won't get him. They won't understand his accent. They might not like his music. But he's a poet. He writes from experience. Anyway, you lovely lot, I love ya. And I'll leave you with our good friend. Our good friend Daniel. You know what I mean. Let me just sort him out. Goodbye, everybody.
Hey, I just wanna say I'm back. Goodbye to the people who hated on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye to everybody. Goodbye to the people who hated on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye to everybody. Now I've made some changes in my life. Now I've moved on in life. Now it's time to say goodbye. Goodbye to everybody. Goodbye to the people who hated on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye to everybody. Goodbye to the people who hated on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye to everybody. I'm thinking deeply right now. My life without you, it's like wow, but I don't know how to explain this. I don't know why it's happening to me, but I just realize you're not the person you used to be. Now I've left this city. This bullshit is not gonna happen again. Goodbye to the people who hated on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye to everybody. Goodbye to the people who hated on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye to everybody. About me, holding the one that cares for you. In the end, they won't trusted me. Goodbye, goodbye to everybody. Goodbye to the people who hate on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me. Goodbye to the people who trusted me. Goodbye, goodbye to everybody.